Hello?
Hey,
What's up? How you guys doing?
doing pretty well, man. After that, ending the game too, that was pretty freaking great.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I was actually not to say anything bad about Scrag. I was so surprised whenever it happens because every time we get him cogging, like we always worry whenever it's only Scrag going in and doing shit because he was just so notorious at missing his hooks. Anything we've ever said bad to him has been negated with that last little bit, man.
It's worth, dude. He made
And
good.
oh man, Scrag won a 7,500. That's all I have to say. He secured all of our money right there.
That was pretty great. My reaction on stream was I was surprised as well.
Yeah, I watched the VOD already. I had to show a buddy because he was like semi-watching, and we all went back and watched it together since it was a GG right afterwards with the delay. It was really funny.
Yeah, same here. That was pretty awesome.
I'll see if they all want to join in 1 second.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna drop him in because they said sure.
Okay.
There's Tulse, and here's Oatsy. Got Scrag. I don't have Dalaran actually. Hopefully one of them have Dalaran.
Is Dalaran sleeping now?
Surprisingly, no. He actually woke up like I think. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I won't even try to answer. I
He's
have
on
no
the
idea.
sick note schedule.
I think so. It's probably that. They might not be able to join if you don't have them added. By the way,
I think
Skype
they should be able
pretty
to
messed up.
because we did that with TT.
Okay, it worked with them. Okay,
Yeah.
Wait, what's happening? I'm so lost. What?
Here we go.
bingo.
Oh boy.
Someone said
Oh,
something to
boy.
me, but I missed it.
Oh boy. Let me
Yo,
get
Trash.
Dalaran.
So we're waiting on Scrag and Dalaran.
Yeah.
Dollar in. Trash,
There you go.
apparently third round match is still getting played. Horace is saying it's a best of 5.
Yeah, no, I told them the only way they're going to get that to pass at this point is to get EGAD to allow it.
Okay, well, I'll talk to my
Guys-
team. I'll see what they say. I don't
Because,
think
I
we
mean,
wanna play that
EGAD's the
game.
one that fucking told them it was best of 5, so.
Well, I mean, like, my team right now is telling me that, like, they're saying that, like, since EGAD said it's best of 3, like, they don't have to play anymore.
But yeah, I
Oh.
know. I mean, why keep playing when you've already have a 1, right?
Yeah, I know. So much
Oh,
love.
Dalaran is in game. No.
Oh yeah, I am. Actually.
Whoa.
I'm playing against Muzz.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. There it is.
Wow, that's the
I
end.
guess.
There.
Oh,
Do
I made it.
we have Scrag in here? Or are all 5 people in here?
Yeah, I think we're all
Scrag's
in
not
here except for
here.
Scrag. Missing Scrag.
Why do I not see Dalaran in the call?
Because he's not in the call.
Because he's a
Right.
fucking Danish wizard.
Wow.
That's all I have to say, dude. He's the only guy in competitive 100% win record. I think.
Okay.
Pretty good record.
So who are we waiting on? Who's actually coming?
Well, Scrag
Scrag
said
is
he's
a scum
coming.
lord.
It's just he has to
Yeah.
actually be here or some shit. Like, I'm in the call.
Oh, God.
He's probably too busy taking his shit.
He just took a shit right before the grand finals.
Who tried calling him in? I just dropped him in again.
He took a shit. Oh, okay. Alright, can I quickly get this off my chest before we go into the interview? Okay, where's
Wait, hold on.
The shit.
Can we
Where
get
the
Dalaran
fuck
in
is
here, or is
Tulse
that
right
not
now?
possible?
Yeah, we
He's
have
already in.
everyone.
I am in here. Am I not in here?
Okay, you are in here. All right.
I'm
You're not in.
Fine. All right. Okay, no, you're good to go. All right, so go ahead, Sword.
Alright, tell us, where are you?
What?
There's no pictures, so I can't see who's who.
I am fucking Asian.
You Xiao Yin.
Exactly. Good job.
I gotta say, I've been a huge fan. You got me into Dongate. Like, you're the one that got me
Really?
into Dongate, like, completely.
But I'm so cancerous.
And you actually, surprisingly enough, you live an hour away from
Can
me.
confirm.
What?
No, that's alright.
I
Okay.
should have a date.
I'm joking. Anyways, let's go back actually with these questions. And I mean, first question is, with regards to you guys, why do you guys want to do with your prize money, and how do you guys feel about winning first place, keeping your dominance overall, first place practically in almost every single qualifier in almost every single tournament? So how do you guys
It was
feel about
okay.
that? It was okay.
It was
It
okay.
feels good.
I played so much DLC. I was used to a much different type of competition, a level of competition than this.
All right. Well, next thing. Well, like, I mean, I don't really know what else to ask Arborist. Tulse, mostly actually this to Tulse. Tulse, when you change your position from tactician to marksman or gladiator, AD carry, how did you feel with that kind of change and transition, kind of into that more kind of carry-ish role?
It's pretty easy because I used to play carry first, and I made the change to support, and then I just changed back to carry. So no big deal.
What made you want to like make the change though, from carry to support to carry?
Oh, because 50 was just better at shot calling, and he found it easier to shot call from the support position, so he just changed it. And then,
All right.
yeah, I changed to support earlier because I wanted to go make plays instead of getting destroyed by fucking bruisers, because fucking Bruisergate is absolutely disgusting, and 80 carries are fucking worthless.
That was
Dongate 2K50.
that was in the days of FTAT. I think
Yes.
That was in the
we
days.
were, we
That
were
was-
trading
Just
tournaments versus
Yeah,
them.
that was a different time.
And then we had Zillies on the team at the time instead of Arborist. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And we made that change, yeah, because they had sort of a very aggressive tactician style that we weren't used to at first. And then their bot lane was always like Volek, Gladiator, or Kel Gladiator, like these really bruiser-heavy things. So they kind of shaped the meta a little bit at that time, and we made a swap to give Tulse sort of mage tacticians to see, like, because he wanted to make plays and do some more shot calling, which is harder to do from the AD carry position. But overall, it didn't really work out too well. So we just swapped back. Like we struggled a lot when we made that swap, and then we swapped back, and then it was like right back to winning. So
Speaking of winning, Scrag, how does it feel to win Dawngate with that hook?
pretty good. I mean, if you look at all the other hooks that game, it was pretty abysmal. But I'll take it, man.
Hook to end them all. That was crazy, man. So were you, when you were looping around there and they had no vision of you, were you thinking when you started looping around that you were going to hook, or did you just decide that in that moment?
Well, we knew, we kept saying like, okay, stay out of the side, because we knew that they had Moya. They wanted to make picks, right? They needed to just kill one person, and then, which they did a few times, like to their credit. And so we were getting scared, and so we kind of like were in that neutral point at the start of that rotation. And I just said like, hey, can we like go up top, like around their well, and just do some shenanigans up there, and see, what we come across. And then we decided to go mid because Parasite was coming up, and then it just kind of fell into place. Like it just happened really fast. Like we realized we weren't in vision, and they were walking right over wards. And then we were actually, I think, going to keep walking down that aisle, but I was just like, I'm going to go for a hook.
Just a moment of inspiration. It was crazy because like right before that hook, the game basically could have gone either way, right? And then immediately after the hook, it was game over, like in the span of a second. For me, that was a really awesome way for Dawngate to go out, like in such a spectacular moment like that. So
Well,
yeah, congratulations.
It's credit to my team, because like if you notice, like Arborist has like instant reactions anytime I make a play on like an engaged shaper. He's always got Sicario ult right on top of it, Dalaran with the Kel ult right on top of it. Like my team is just godlike, and if I can set things up for them, they usually carry me.
Mm-hmm.
So Scrag, I know you feel like disappointed, obviously, with the way things have gone with Dawngate, that this is going to be the last Dawngate tournament. You've talked about how, playing League is fine, but in Dawngate you were proud of the fact that you were one of the very top players in the game. How did that make you feel? Like, what did that mean to you to be one of the best players in the game and to be part of the very highest level of competitive play?
Oh, it was awesome. It's great. It's like, you develop this really great group of friends. I like after Dawngate closed, or it potentially died, and like I started playing League and other things, and I realized like I'm going into these games and I don't know anyone in these games, and that was the worst feeling, because the best part about queuing for Dawngate is like, 8 out of the 10 players you knew, and you could immediately just start talking shit to them, and just having a blast. You knew everyone who was on your team, what they were going to play and stuff. And I realized like every game has that at the top level. Like they have that kind of like, name recognition. But to experience firsthand, it's just really fun. It's a very unique experience. Yeah, I loved it. It was a good time.
Yeah, and Tulse, I know you've been competitive in a number of other games. You were played at a high level in League of Legends and StarCraft. What was it that attracted you to Dawngate and made you want to get to a high level and compete in this game?
Shitting on Scrag.
It's true. Tulsa's original team, Wares, right? Are we going to talk about Wares?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
With Dalaran and Icy Pan, Organic, who is our coach now on the Dongay team.
The legendary
But-
Formicid.
And Formicid. Oh
That's
man,
right.
I started playing
Form-
Dongate, and like after about a week of solo queuing in Dongate, I was like, I went to the Reddit and I saw that there was a tournament announced, like one of the first Vex tournaments or something, and I was like, oh, that sounds fun. I'll just throw my name in and see if I get on a team. And I got on this team. I can't even remember the guys' names. And we played, and we like won our first best of 3, and then we went up against Wares, and we just get absolutely destroyed. And immediately right then I was like, okay, I gotta beat these guys. Like, that's my goal, is to get good enough to beat these guys. And then made a team with like Sheeves and Guru and Gatsby, and we went through tons of other people as in like the 5th position. And yeah, it was great. But that goes way back. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Wares versus DV. That was the original rivalry in competitive Dawngate.
And then OT
I
was
don't-
on D&G, the biggest joke of talking. We can talk about that
Oh,
too.
my God. It's fine. It's fine. Like, I just know that Wares like choke points. That's the only thing I have to say. They're fans of choke point. And then Waystone decided to release Shaper Galt's August. And then, yeah, Wares started to learn that if they walk as a choke point against 5, they're not going to win any team fight. And that's where Toll started to learn that Fenmore was broken and Zagas was broken. It's fine. When you're Fenmore and you have destruction and you walk into an ADC and take off half his HP with just a shield, might be something wrong. But yeah, that's when I started to like wanting to play competitive, because I could shit on Tulse. So I was like, if I shit on Tulse, I can shit on everybody else. Easy game, easy life.
So you were shitting on Tulse, and Tulse was shitting on Scrag, and that's how you guys met up and became bros.
I'll
Pretty
never
much
forget
pretty much
the
shitting
day-
on everybody else. And we're like,
Yeah.
okay, we shit on each other. So if we're together, we can shit on everybody else. Logic, best logic ever. It's just like
Yeah, they're actually
it was.
very good.
I think like before we started thinking about making a team is because every time I was getting like Tulse and Dalaran and like I think it was not 50, it was just Tulse and Dalaran and maybe something organic. Every time I was getting them in solo queue, I was like dream team. Because, like, obviously, when you have Tulse, Dalaran, me, and, like, Scrag on the same team, the team is stacked as fuck. There's really, like, low chance you're actually losing the solo queue game. And I was, like, the dream team. And then one day, like, Scrag said, Tulse, where's this bandit? Do you want to play with, like, Tulse and everybody? I'm like, okay, whatever. Then we just played, and then that's how BoB started. That's when, which team? BoB started? No, we were not called the BoB.
it
We
was
were called the
OT
OT
Struggle
Struggle
Bus.
Bus at the beginning. Yeah, something like
The
that.
OT Struggle
And then
Bus?
it became BoB.
What a lovely name.
Yeah, because it was the OC tilt train.
Oh, God.
Actually, right now there is a hold on the 3rd place game. Apparently, it's going to best of 5. I'm not sure what's happening right now. I think we're gonna have to talk about it. I know there's a lot of fuss going on, but right now the lead's 2-1 for MIM. Who do you guys think would have the edge in this, though? Do you think MIM
I hope
would
it's
come
going
out
to be
on top?
MIM.
I think
It has
I
to
think
be
it's
MIM.
MIM.
Why
Because
do you
Bristol
think
said
it's
he's
gonna
going
be
to
MIM?
win. Bristol says he's going to win. So
win.
I'm-
Arborist, why do you think it's going to be MIM?
Every time we played against MIM, and every time we played against OE, it feels like MIM are actually like caught up on the meta that everyone's playing, and OE just feels like they're playing from the patch before the Doggate closed. It feels like they're playing on patch 37 instead of patch 37.1, because 37.1 was when we had all the crazy bruiser changes. That was when everything went to shit. But MIM played really well when we were drafting bruiser stuff against them.
Yeah.
So if they do that against OE, it could be really, really profitable for them.
All right, well, something I actually want to talk about as well, Tutti, with regard to your Shaper pool, man, like,
Hootie.
wow, I can't believe the amount. Cerulean, the Gladiator Divs, you also brought out, I'm pretty sure, Bascio Glad one time, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
did Vienna Glide too.
And
against
I mean,
CSG.
where did
Literally
this come
can't
from?
say.
Where did this kind of develop?
It's because like when I was playing in solo queue, okay, and solo queue, I the only shaper I was playing is the random shaper, okay. So when you play the random shaper in solo queue, you learn that stuff works and stuff doesn't work, and it's just like, for example, when I
Yeah,
played
like
the Vienna
Power
game,
Renzo.
okay. Like example, when I played the Vienna game, everybody was like, "Oh shit, OC is a god. He pulled off Vienna Glad." But like the problem with the fact that I pulled off Vienna Glad is because the enemy team had like Mara, Basco, Kagan, and then like I think it was something like a squishy support like Com that has no damage. They had no damage, so no like Vienna, you couldn't kill Vienna. They didn't have any burst, so that's why like Vienna was smart. The only thing I'm like, when we go into a draft, I just check the draft and I'm like, which shaper can fuck up the enemy team the hardest? And then obviously most of the time it's Dibs because there's not a lot of shapery that can deal with the power Dibs mid game because Dibs, even though you don't proc his Q, still does like half your HP one shot. So like you have to have like an assassin to stop Dibs from just pushing. But the problem is if you're ballsy enough to take a assassin, there's so much bruiser up there, like Cerulean, Petrus, Reyna, like there's so much of them, and then they cannot play an assassin anymore. So like that's like the only thing we could have been scared of is like maybe Acid's going Viridian, but the problem is like if Acid goes Viridian, and I can just play a bruiser and win, and like all the possible ways that I can, like I'm comfortable with everything. Like I played so much MOBA, so much game of MOBAs that like you don't create a new mechanic. Like you have a hook. Every game has a hook. Every game has a point click stun. Every game has a like leap. Every game has, and you just like example Petrus. Like Petrus could be like each Petrus skills. It's like there's a MOBA somewhere that has a skill similar to it. And like I like to just when I go into pub I just play random. I just look all the random and I just play something. Sometimes it goes really wrong. I'm actually getting destroyed, but sometimes it just goes well and then I just learn and learn and learn. Like obviously I have like everybody I have my set pool of like comfortable shapers. So in there's obviously Ashabel, there's Dibs. There was Goose, but Goose fall off out of favor because Bruisers destroys August really bad and it's not enjoyable. But like, yeah, and then I'm like, what's in the meta right now? Bruisers. Which Bruiser can I play? I can play Cerulean, I can play Petrus. Okay, I'm gonna spam Petrus and Cerulean the entire tournament. And it was the same thing before. Like Ashabel was in favor a lot when she got her first set of buff. She like became super good with the reset on the Q, like -1 second on Q and everything. So I started playing Ashabel. And then Dibs came back because we started to get better as a team, so I was able to split push, and then it goes on like that. And then Kagan, yeah, there was an era with Kagan when Amrif was still really strong. One time we were like, we need initiate, and like Scrag had Volek, so Volek won't blitz blink. The blitz blink Volek is not an initiating tool, so we're like, we need initiate, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Kagan, I'm gonna hook people, because like the funny part is like one day before when I was queuing with like Cheesewiz and Ryan, like they were like everybody in the solo queue people were like, Kagan doesn't work like Gladiator. That makes no sense. It's just fucking shit. Like you do no damage, you cannot do shit. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna play Kagan and just people. And then I went on and on and on and on. That's pretty much it.
All right. Well, one of my last questions, which is probably going to be my last question because I don't want to keep you guys too long. Do you guys have any plans of staying together and moving on to another game?
We're gonna go compete in World of Warcraft.
Wow.
I see what
I
you
don't
did
know.
there.
Not
I don't know.
literally, but most of us are playing WoW at the moment with each other. And
Yeah, but
it's
there's
been
not
pretty
really
fun, so.
there's not much to go to right now. To
Yeah?
be honest, I think we're.
I think we're still going to be friends, and
Like,
if something comes up that we all agree is going to be fun and everything, we'll probably play it.
yeah, but Dongate
team
was like the
environment-
epitome of the MOBA.
Yeah.
It's hard.
The
It's hard
team
to compare
environment
to
we
that.
started having towards the end was really good.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what would happen, we were still friends at the end of the day. We just happened to be friends who were really good at winning together.
Arborist, I want to ask you, when you joined the team, when you replaced Zilius, a lot of people in the community were questioning that decision. They were saying, well, why did BoB pick up Arborist as opposed to somebody else? And you kind of had to prove yourself to the community who was doubting you. What was that like? And were you experiencing that, were you experiencing it that way, that people were doubting you and you had to sort of prove them wrong?
No, because it doesn't matter what the people think. It's as confident as you are in yourself. And the reason Tulsa got me and didn't get someone else is because we were playing a solo queue game one day, and he started to get 3-man dove, and I was playing Amma, and I blink ulted all 3 of them, and he ended up living, and I got a triple kill out of it. And every time I would meet him in solo queue, I would support him in lane, and I would just give him an entire, completely free lane. Like, anything that would happen, it was just him farming, and it was me usually running around the map killing people. And
And I
so
missed 10 CS.
he missed. Yeah, you missed 12 CS actually. 12. So one day though, he was like, "We need a sub for the tournaments coming up because Zillies couldn't be there." So I went ahead and told him, "Sure, I'd do it," and then it went really well. I didn't know what their team environment was like, so I tried to just reinforce a positive team environment, and we all got along really well, and we won. So I stayed playing with them.
And how was it transferring over from Bloodline Champions? Obviously, Bloodline Champions and Dawn Gate are very different games, so did you struggle to transition?
Not too bad. I'd been playing a ton of Dota before I started playing Dawn Gate. So I was pretty used to the MOBA thing at that point. It was kind of weird going from something as slow as Dota to something as fast as Dawn Gate, because Dota is an entirely different beast than the MOBA genre. So that was probably the hardest part, is getting used to all the convoluted shit I was dealing with in Dota to how new and pretty exciting everything was in Dawn Gate.
Nice. Dalaran, you still there?
I am still here, yes.
Man, that voice.
That voice is so deep. It's like Nelson or Nelson, or no, not Nelson.
Nelson
oh my
Mandela.
god,
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman voice, narration
same.
voice right now.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So, Dalaran, I want to ask you, you were on Wares with Tulse. If you could somehow have a matchup between Wares and BoB in some kind of alternate reality, who would win?
Bob.
That's a tough one. I think BoB is in a great spot right now, and we would probably win. But if we're talking about the Wares with the oldest rendition of Wares with Formicid back in the day, that could probably put up quite a fight. But I think BoB would win.
Yeah, but we would lose because that lineup only played double ADC, and ADC sucks shit now.
Oh my god, they're so good. Like, ADCs are so good, I'd rather have a Strider minion than an ADC on my team.
True.
Oh,
Like, before entering the last qualifier in the tournament, we were actually considering having me on a Bruiser and Tulse on Ashbell or Faris. That's how much, in our opinion, ADC... Like, we played a scrim, like I started realizing that when we played a scrim against SG, and they run Kansu and Mikela. So they run double ADC, and I was playing Cerulean. And there was a last team fight under their tier 3, and I just ulted Faris and just stand, tanking the turret, tanking both ADC, stand still in front of them. And I got away with like third of my HP. So yeah, that's pretty much when we realized that ADC were bad.
yeah.
Tulsa, I
Also,
want to ask you, since you weren't able to play against Wares since the two teams shared members, what was BoB's greatest rival? Was it TT or was it FDAT?
I say F that because we lost more.
All right, fair enough.
Wow,
It's just different. It's just
Big
different eras.
words.
It's different era. Like when if that played, they had like the laser core that was actually obnoxious. We were not
that's
aware that
just
the laser
fuck
core.
off. Dude,
And like we played like
Bruisers
idiot-
and laser core is fucking cancer.
Yep.
I hated the game. Still hate the
I-
game now because bruisers are still cancerous.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like release of the new map.
Yeah, that when
OP
OP was broken, like when
Yeah,
Equilibrium was still broken. Like it was a weird patch. Like I think this patch is probably, if not as worst as the one like after Atempalooza release. Like I don't know what they were gonna do with progression patch item wise, but the current state of the game is as worse as after Atempalooza.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine they would have fixed it at some point, but alas, it was not to be. Scrag, since you ended the game and Dawngate with that hook, I'll give you the last word on competitive Dawngate or Dawngate in general. Anything you want to say?
Oh, well, I guess just thanks to like everyone who's just watching this shit right now. Like, who cares? But really, that speaks to what Dawngate was. It was like most of us just all friends, like having fun and getting hyped over this game. It's really too bad it didn't go further because it was a really, really good game. And yeah, I had so much fun playing with you guys.
I had fun playing Ashabo against your Moyan.
Yeah, I'm playing Zalgus against Toast.
One of my last games in a pub against Scrag, he fucking counter jungled me when we were on the same team.
You, like, wouldn't
Every
talk to
comp
me
game
for
we
the
were on
day.
the same fucking team, and in pubs he just go in and counter jungle me because he hates me.
All right. Well, one last question actually for you, Arborist.
Okay.
With regards to your Sakari and Screg, I mean, there was always a magnetic force which made it so that you always block Screg away from your team. Was that so Screg would engage and be, like, tanking all the damage from the other team? Or were you just throwing the shit out of him, or like, Screg, you're gonna die right now?
Scrag wanted to die. If you're talking about bottom spirit well, Scrag said, you two go, I'll die, so that we could have a better defense whenever they were pushing. And then Fayrust blinked and ulted on Ronin and killed me and Otzi. So we lost 3 when we planned on losing 1.
It's okay. I killed him.
Yeah, and then Dulcis killed him because he blinked and ulted to us and dashed in the tower afterwards. It's great fun.
Easy. Worth.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I mean,
Go ahead,
no,
Sword.
go ahead. Go ahead. There's nothing really much more I can really say. You know more of the information than I do.
Well, I was
Fanboying
basically just
right
gonna, I was basically just gonna wrap it up and say, yeah, I've been watching you guys play competitive Dawngate for a long time. You've given us all a lot of entertaining matches, so thank you.
Oh, thank
It
you.
was lovely playing. I'm
Yeah.
really gonna miss Stonegate. I'm sad it
Yeah.
didn't go farther.
Well, I
Good
mean,
talk,
from
David.
how things are pointing out right now, it seems as if there might be more games actually going down. A best of 5, actually, probably for this 3rd place match, possibly. I don't know. That's
That'll be
what
cool.
it's looking
It'll be
towards.
fun to watch.
Yeah, I guess if you want to
Are you in the game? You should stream it.
It's not looking good. I'll just say that from me being the coach of MIM right now, with regards to one of my players, not gonna name who.
It's
Prodigy.
Probably Sim Silly.
Mm-hmm. So it's
You said you were gonna name who? Come on, man.
it's
Are we doing a get?
Oh,
Stab your own team, dude.
no, I'm joking, but I don't know what's happening. So yeah, there might be a best. There's might be more games. There might not be, but regardless, it was nice to catch up with you guys. It was nice to talk to the practically the #1 rated team in Dawngate for I would say the longest time. And I mean, you guys put up a fantastic fight till the end.
Yeah.
Why?
GG from Bob Clan.
GG from Bob.
Up there.
GG from Bob Clang.
GG's, dudes.
GG and well played.
All right, thanks for joining us, guys.
It was lovely.
Peace for now.
Have a good one.
Later.